Hello. Uh, Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hi, Bhavna. Can you hear me?
Yes, Amit, I can hear you.
Hi. Was there any
Uh,
change in the timing during the sessions?
sorry, Amit, I didn't get you.
I mean, was there any changes in the timings? I mean, because previously Avinash, started taking the sessions in the middle for Python. So,
Oh,
but the,
actually, I think everybody thought that today there is no class or something.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I think no one has saw the message.
So, but the timings remain the same. I mean, this the time that we're
Yeah,
meeting right.
it was changed. Actually, there is I think 1 hour difference, but now it's 8:40 CST actually.
Okay.
S-
So
There
actually,
is
I saw
there
the
is
couple.
there is a 1 hour difference actually, like before. I think this is too early for you, right? It is 6:30 or something.
In India,
In India, is
it's 7.
7. Yeah.
I think
Uh,
I saw the message of Nilima at around 6, like 1 hour back. So I thought like maybe the timings would have changed. So I just wanted to check that as well. Or if you were meeting at 7 IST itself.
yeah. Actually, 7 IST. No, actually, it should be 6:30 IST, I guess.
It should be 6:30.
Yeah,
Okay.
6:30 IST will be the right time.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Yeah, let me ping the other people, Amit. Let me see if they are coming or not.
Sure, sure, please, please.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So how was Python and all and everything? Excel, all, are you all brushing it up? Madhuri?
Amit, one more is joining now, and other teammate is asking what topic you are going to cover today.
That's what SQL.
SQL.
Right.
Okay. Amit, I think it is too late for other candidates, so they didn't check the message.
Okay. So I think we get 8 to 10 participants joining, right, in the session.
Actually, it has to be 7, I guess. What happened is I don't know, many of the people left after Tableau. Python, there were only 7 to 8 members are attending.
After Python?
Yeah, but the Python, there are only 7 to 8 members.
Okay, okay.
So I need to check maybe. So for EST, it is 9:50 now. So they might not join now. I think so.
No worries, so I will take care of the time going forward. I was thoughts aware a little bit that the time changed because I continue to mind. No worries. So today what we do is we'll just keep it a short stuff so that we can keep it everyone when everyone joins. So we will take it along. Right. So the idea is right. So basically we have to, like talk about the topics that is, like some data warehousing and how we can do some integration with the SQL. So that is something we have to talk about, and it won't take a lot of classes. We will just be requiring few 2, 4, 5 classes over here to understand those things. And so I guess with that also, the course coverage will also be done, like talking about Excel, Tableau, Power BI, right? We're talking about this Python. So and then finally the integration over here. So that we will talk about. So for that, what we will be requiring. So I hope you all are the Windows users. No one is having, none of you is using Mac and all. Right. So you will all need some softwares, right? So basically what we are going to talk about is uh, that is like SSIS, right? That is integration tool that we have, SQL Server Integration Services. So that's the tool that we're going to talk about, which we all will learn together. So for that, you will all need to install something that is Visual Studio. I'll just share the link as well with you. Okay, so I'm sharing this link. See, basically, what we had talked about was we had learned that, how, in the databases in the SQL Server, right? Like how we are creating and maintaining and managing the databases. So a couple of things, we will talk in the databases also, right? Like what are stored procedures, what are triggers. So those are the kind of things that we will talk about. And for that, we will actually be using the SQL Server, right? The Microsoft SQL Server that we use. So that would be the requirement for this very thing. So do you all have this SSMS also installed on your machines? The SQL Server Management Studio. I think when we learned SQL, so we were using MySQL at that point in time. And SQL queries will remain the same, whether it's MySQL or SQL Server. We can always check and confirm.
Amit, it's going to be Community 2022, right? The version.
Visual Studio Community version.
Sorry?
You asked about the Visual Studio?
Yes.
The community version.
Okay.
Do we need to add any workload, Samit?
Madhu, do you all have the SQL Server as well? Right, because we will talk about how we can make some procedures, right? How we can make some the triggers and all. So in the SQL Server. So if you don't have it, you also need to get that installed, SQL Server Management Studio. So I hope you were all your practice was on, right?
So
Amit,
what are the file names you selected for download?
One was SQL Server and Visual Studio Extension. That.
Okay.
Amit,
Yeah.
actually, I joined the class late, so because I don't know. Can you please send what are the link? Can you please show the link again? What we need to download? Hello, Amit. Okay.
Nilima, I have sent link in the chat box.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yes. Amit. Jo-
Right.
Amit? Radhika?
Do you need any help, Nilima?
Yeah, it is showing different workloads. So do we need to select any of those?
Yeah, go to the bottom. There is a data server something workload, database services or something like that.
One second. Is it data science and analytic application or no? It is tools.
No, no.
Mm.
After that, scroll little down.
Yeah, I didn't see a Visual Studio extension is there.
Yeah, that one. Can you share your screen? Because I have some,
Sure, I will.
I think Amit is not there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Are you able to see? Can you see, Radhika?
It's data storage and processing and Visual Studio extension development both.
Hello. Sorry guys, I think there was some network issue that happened.
I'm
Hello?
just saying installing.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, Amit, we can.
Yeah, sorry, the network challenge that just happened. Sorry. Okay, those are the two things that you have to install. Yes. So the two that we showing. See, what we're going to talk about is like, for example, if I come back to the SQL Server, do you all have this? SQL Server, Microsoft one? Yep. Okay. So, no, like, please, you can let me know, like, first of all, like the idea for today's session is just to get the things ready. So you can please let me know, like, what are the topics that you feel, you would like to cover up, like, or which needs a brush up or revision. If you can just help me with that, so that will help me to plan the sessions accordingly. So you can let me know, like, Tableau, Excel, Power BI, wherever you feel that, okay, these are some things that need a revision. So you can let me know about that list.
Amit, in SQL, I would like to know more on structured queries and procedures.
Okay.
Because when I check the interview questions, there are many interview questions regarding that in data analyst. So
Stored procedures. That is one. Okay. Are you talking about the subqueries? I mean, the subqueries part.
yeah, subqueries, little complicated subqueries actually. Nested subqueries.
Sure. Okay. And procedures, yeah, that we will be talking about. We'll also talk about triggers as well, right? That is another part that we will talk about. Okay. Anything from Tableau, Power BI?
We didn't do Power BI, Amit. We did only Tableau.
Sorry, tab. Yeah, sorry. In
Yeah.
the previous that we Power BI. Sorry. Okay.
Amit, is it possible we could get a brief overview of Power BI too?
I'll do that. So on Power BI, I'll show you that. So it's also something which is similar to like Tableau only. So you can get that installed. Power BI also you can install it. I'll just share the link with you, then I'll show you that as well. Nice. So this is where you can get this download. This is a free software, the Power BI desktop. So you will come to this link. So you will just have to download the first file, 64-bit. Technically, I can share this link. So I just saw the message that I think there was something on the Python case study as well. You guys need to get that thing done again. I mean, kind of a brush up is required on that. Yep. Yeah.
Amit, can you discuss some interview questions and all related to Tableau and Excel as well? How the data analyst interview gonna be?
Okay, sure. See, basically, like when it comes to Excel, right, and Tableau. So what happened is, let's talk about Excel first of all. So in Excel, what's going to happen is mostly the questions are going to revolve around formulas and functions, right? So they're going to talk about, right? Okay, what are pivot tables, right? That's one thing, right? The questions are going to revolve around, explain, VLOOKUP, right? And they can give you some scenarios also, right? What they can do is they can make some small data sets.
Amit,
And
your
then,
voice is not clear, Amit.
uh,
Some disturbance in the background.
is it fine now?
Yeah.
So see what they do is they ask about the lookup formulas, right? They give you some small data sets and they will ask you to apply some lookups and all, right? The questions will be revolving around charts, right? They can ask you, right, what type of, how we can create the charts in Excel. Okay, referencing, cell referencing, that will play a very important role, right? So when it comes to formulas, right? So formulas are like lookup formulas, left, right, and take. So these are some formulas which are actually, asked with a lot of, I would say, focus, right? So I look up formulas left, right, and this way. So that is how mostly, the Excel revolves around. So what they will do is they will give you some small data. So let me show you something. I'm not sure. I think I might would have shared these files also with you all. Okay, this is how, what they do is they give some questions and all, right? So right? Like for example, uh, this is the names and some present readings are given, and they will ask you what units charged, right? Similarly, the questions will be something like this. Find the number of times 3 is repeated in the table, right? So you have to find that up over here. Find the number of values. So like they will give you these. That they can get to know how much a person has that experience on the tool, especially talking about this Excel, right? And when it comes to Tableau, right? So in Tableau, again, what the companies do, they will give you some data to create a dashboard. Right? But they will ask you to create a dashboard, and the questions will be revolving around what is the data blending, what is the data join, when to use blending and when to use join, right? The questions can be revolved around, right, different type of charts. Like if you have to do a comparison data analysis, what type of chart will you use, right? If you have to do a time series analysis, what type of chart will you use, right? The questions will revolve around LODs, right? Level of detail, like what is level of detail and where and how to use that up, right? In Tableau, the questions are mostly around data joins, blending, LOD, right? They can ask you, okay, what is context filter, right? And a practical activity would be that they will give you small data. So they will give you a small data, and then again, they will ask you to create a small dashboard on top of that with proper, the formatting and everything done so that they can get to know that how much professional dashboards you can create. So that is the another thing, that is the thing how they will evaluate you for that. Getting it? Did anyone give any interviews in the recent times? I mean, last few months.
No, Amit.
Nope. Okay. So SQL Server, is it installed with all of you? The first check, Microsoft One. You can give me a quick confirmation. So like we used MySQL, the workbench. If you all remember in the sessions, we were using MySQL workbench, but we would like to now we would be using SQL Server, right? Because on this we will be talking about procedures, triggers, and we will it's more like a transaction TSQL, transaction SQL, and we'll talk about the integration also with the Visual Studio. If you don't have it, so I can just guide you how you can install it. But if you don't have this, so you have to just install SQL Server.
Amit, I have a MySQL workbench. So do I need to download this one too?
Yes, you will need the SQL Server in this one. So with this, that complete transaction SQL and everything we are able to do. So I can share this link.
Okay.
Right, and you have to download this one, the developer version. Just download this version and install it. Right, developer version. Guys, I think the idea was I was not aware the time has changed. So let's do one thing. We will keep the stuff up till here. I know it could be late for you guys. So tomorrow we will start at 6:30 IST, right? That is how we will take up the things. So please keep this thing installed, developer version and Visual Studio and Power BI also. I'll give you a download that how that Power BI works. So you can download and install these 3 things, right? So with this, what I will do is tomorrow we will first of all start with subqueries and procedures, triggers, and then we will move towards the SSIS. Okay. And I also asked Abhinash to have one session with you guys for the Python case study. So if it was rushed, so he will take it again so that the things are covered well. Right? Okay. Sure, guys. So let's connect them.
So it's going to be the same timings and dates, Amit?
The 6:30 we will keep it 6:30 IST.
And tomorrow will be the last class, right, for this week?
Yes, yes.